a 24-year-old, alleged to be part of a North Minneapolis gang, is charged with 2 counts of second-degree intentional murder and 7 counts of second-degree attempted murder for the mass shooting that left 2 people dead and 8 injured last weekend in downtown Minneapolis. Gunfire erupted outside the Monarch nightclub around 1:59 a.m. Saturday. Killed in the shootout were 21-year-old Charlie Johnson of Golden Valley and 24-year-old Christopher Jones of Brooklyn Park. Johnson was set to graduate from the University of St. Thomas that day. According to a criminal complaint, Jones and a group of his companions got into a verbal argument with Joe Carroll and his associates. About 2 minutes after the argument started, a member of Carroll's group is seen on surveillance video punching Jones in the right side of his head, with Carroll then pulling out a gun and shooting at Jones. Jones, whose home address is listed in St. Paul, attempted to run but was blocked by a large crowd of people outside the club who were trying to run and duck for cover, so he pulled a gun with his right hand and began firing at Carroll. A release from Hennepin County Attorney Mike Freeman explains what allegedly happened next. The 2 men continued shooting at one another, with Carroll aiming north down the sidewalk at Jones, and Jones firing back southbound at Carroll. Throughout the commotion of gunfire, a crowd of people were still present. 2 seconds before 1:59 a.m., Jones dropped to the sidewalk, where he was later found dead, the complaint states. Carroll and his associates then ran from the area. A witness told investigators that Johnson was walking down an alley north of the club when the shooting started. During the hail of gunfire, a bullet struck Johnson in the back and entered his chest as he was running north down the sidewalk of First Avenue. He was struck by a stray bullet from a .40 caliber handgun, which is the gun Carroll was shooting, the criminal complaint says. Despite life-saving efforts by first responders, Johnson died at the corner of First Avenue and 3rd Street. The 7 surviving victims who were shot by Carroll, according to the complaint, suffered the following injuries. An 8th surviving victim suffered a grazing wound to her back. She was struck in the direction that Jones was firing, according to the complaint. Carroll, a member of a violent North Minneapolis street gang known as Strs, was located at the Comfort Inn in Bloomington. Police matched distinct purple shoes at the Comfort Inn to the shoes Carroll was seen wearing on surveillance footage, along with one of his associates confirming that they were in downtown Minneapolis when the mass shooting occurred.